Hi, everybody. I'm not looking in the right place. I never look in the right place when I say hi. I'm always looking up here instead of over here. Let me see about the light. I'm in my car, as you can see. Just came out of the Dollar Tree, and I want to do this haul right now so that I can just go home and put things away immediately. I'm going to do the food first. I did mostly food this time. I was planning on just looking for a couple things like apple juice. But, oh man, I don't have any lotion on. My hands look terrible. As I went walking through, I found more and more stuff that I was like, oh, we can start incorporating that into our meal plans. So, I think that I've been spending too much at places like Costco and Sam's Club. And the money goes just so fast. And the budget is just used up. So, I want to back off. However, it was then tempting to get things that we don't need. Like thumbprint cookies. I mean, come on. Or as this guy that my sons really like to watch, his name is Gabe Conte. He goes, come on. That's like his thing. So I've been starting to say that because they watch his videos so much. I'm like, come on. I wish that was my thing because it is so easy and fun to say. And like when my boys are giving me nonsense, I'm like, you guys, come on, you know? So anyway, try it. Try saying it. It's kind of weird, kind of funny. But I bought 2 boxes of these, and if you were to see me or come with me in any type of store that has food, you would know that you need to prepare to be there a while because I read every single ingredient label. And excuse the hair, I've done nothing except I've dropped my kids off, then I went to my sister's house, picked up a binder that we accidentally left there, picked up a phone charger I accidentally left there, printed off some stuff on her computer because my printer doesn't work that well. Boy, I feel like I need to close my eyes. I'm so tired. Went back to the school, dropped off the binder at school, and then I went to the Dollar Tree, and I had 5 things I was going to look for. 5 things. And I'll tell you, if, in this video, you'll see if I found any of those 5 things on my shopping list or not. I will definitely point them out. So anyway, as I'm going through, I read the ingredients. I'm like, first I look to see if it says all natural or anything like that. If I can see the word artificially flavored on the front, I won't even pick it up. I won't even touch it. But if it doesn't say that, then I will look on the ingredient list. And the first thing I do is I'm like, okay, how long? Can you see that? There we go. How long is the ingredient list? Now this is going to have ingredients for the spread and for the cookie dough or batter, whatever it's called. But if the ingredient list is really short, I'm like, score. We got something that has not that many chemicals in it or whatever. It hasn't been that treated or processed. Yes, it's processed. It's in a box. It's had a lot of things done to it, but still, the simpler, the better. My kids, I don't think, have ever had thumbprint cookies. I grew up eating them. My mom made them from scratch, and we got to help her put the thumbprint and then the jelly in it. But this is going to be fun and quick and easy, and I want to do something special, and I keep on saying, no more treats, but it's okay to have these on hand, and they expire in September, so we'll eat them up before then. It says partially produced with genetic engineering, so that's not wonderful, but anyway, the list is very short, like I said. So, what was I going to say? Okay. So just keep on listening for the things that I say were the 5 things that were on my list. I think I saw someone haul this. It says nutritious morning energy, probiotics, and natural flavors. So I flipped it over, and the ingredient list is actually really long, but it's non-hydrogenated oil. I don't like hydrogenated oils. Not in my body products and not in my food. And it is, let's see, it doesn't have any artificial stuff in it. So I'm liking the ingredient list here. I don't really want to talk about them in detail, so I'm just going to move on. But I have a kid who says he cannot eat breakfast. He's like, I get sick to my stomach if I eat anything in the morning unless it's like something very simple or it has fruit in it. So I'm hoping that he will eat those breakfast biscuits. I'm hoping. And they expire in August. So we'll use them up before then. I got 2 packages of these cookies. The last time I bought them for my kids, I gave it to them for Christmas in their stockings. And we ended up over baking both batches. We ended up just leaving them in the oven too long. There are 2 things I don't like in this ingredient list. One of them is corn syrup, but it's not high fructose corn syrup. I stay away from that. And then the other one is sodium aluminum phosphate. I don't like baking soda with aluminum in it. However, for $1, I am going to go ahead and have these on hand because sometimes you just need a chocolate chip cookie and a nice frothy glass of milk. Sometimes you do. Please comment below if you agree with me. Sometimes you just need that. Okay, that was it for one bag. I got one of these because I'm going to make a yogurt pie. So I might do a little quick video on the yogurt pie. They're really, really good, and they're refreshing, and they're simple, and there's not a lot to them, but it definitely hits the spot, and it satisfies a craving. Okay, I got these. Can you see them? I can see the glare in my phone. That's about all I can see. It says delicious and refreshing. The ingredient list is really short. And it has non-hydrogenated palm oil. It's good till December. Very end of December. So I actually got more than 1 box of those because I want to give one to each of my kids. It's the first time I've gotten this. Oven-ready lasagna. I don't know anything about that, but that's cool that I don't have to boil them ahead of time. That's going to be fun to make. The ingredient list is pretty short. And it's been a while since we've made any lasagna or tasted any lasagna. So I'm probably, well, if it works out, I'm probably going to do mine in the crock pot anyway. That makes really good lasagna. The only thing I don't like is that it bakes to the edges really firmly. I mean, really, really hard. I got 3 packets of this. Now, excuse me. I hate ramen, or I think I do. I'm not sure if it's the noodles that I hate or the little powder spice packets, the flavor packet that I hate. But my sister told me that she buys ramen like this. This is 5 in a pack for $1. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. It's probably not a good deal, actually. These might be... I don't know if these packets are the same size as what you get somewhere else. It's probably way cheaper somewhere else. I don't know. Is it like 3 for $1? Maybe I got a better deal. Anyway, I got 15 for $3. So, long story short, my sister doesn't use the spice or the seasoning packet. She just uses the noodles, and then she makes a really good chicken soup and broth with carrots, and I'm not sure what else she puts in. But her kids love it, and if her kids are pretty picky, so if her kids are going to love it, I think mine are going to love it too. So we're going to give that a try. I would really like to start a tradition of having soup night once a week so that we always know there's always going to be a soup. And I'm hoping that I can become this really good soup cook. I'm hoping that I can make a whole bunch in the crock pot so I can just put them in and let them simmer all day long. And that we can always know we can come home to the smell of soup or stew or chili, and that we'll have enough to last us like 2 days of leftovers. That would be really great. I want to see if I have any more food. I think I do. I know most of what I bought was food. This caught my eye, sliced carrots. So I'm going to use these actually for the little recipe that's on the back. It's for cupcakes. Can you see that? Carrot date cupcakes. I like to use dates for sweetener, so I'm going to go for this. This is going to be fun. And I got 2 because if they're a hit, we're going to want to do it again. And I want to teach my kids how to do it. So I just think it'd be really great for them to learn how to make cupcakes. And who doesn't love cupcakes? I've never got these before. I've never gotten these before. I looked at the ingredient list on this. It's not super long. I think it does have partially... Oh, it doesn't say hydrogenated at all. Huh, I thought it did. Anyway, it doesn't look too bad. What I don't like is when it says spices in it, because they can sneak MSG or autolyzed yeast extract into the word spices. However, we haven't had tamales for several years, so I'm going to give this a try with my kid. I don't think my other kid's going to want it, but I think my older kid will because he's not that picky anymore. Wanted to try out this minced garlic. I think that'll be good to have. I've never had an opened, need to refrigerate jar of minced garlic ever. I've only had like the dried garlic, like the dried minced garlic, so that'll be my first time having that, and I'm going to have to figure out how to use it because I don't know. By the way, I'm sure a lot of you know, but maybe some of us don't, that it completely changes the flavor of your dish or your recipe depending on when you put your garlic in. Same with cinnamon, same with vanilla. I don't know if it's the same for every spice, but if you want your garlic, if you want your meal to have a certain sort of whatever something, then you put the garlic in at the beginning and cook it the whole time. Or you can do it halfway through, or you can do it just at the very end. So it's pretty interesting. I didn't really know a lot about that, and I still don't, but I think it's kind of cool that you have options. I've never gotten chicken broth from the Dollar Tree before. The protein content on this isn't great. I do love broth with a lot of protein in it because I just like to sip it plain, warm. Sometimes I'll put nutritional yeast flakes in it or turmeric powder for inflammation and stuff like that. This, though, has not very many ingredients, so I'm going to give this a whirl. The sodium content is very high. Yikes. But you still need salt in your diet. We don't use a lot of salt outside of things that, yeah, we don't use a lot of salt. And we don't buy a lot of things with salt already in them either. So keeping with that idea, I got the beef broth as well. And I like that it says right on the front, no MSG added. But then it will say, I know on one of these it said something like naturally occurring MSG. I believe MSG is bad for you. So if it is naturally occurring, then it hopefully means that it's a different form of it, or the cell is different or something. I don't know. I'm sure I know what I'm talking about, and I also don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know how to talk about it intelligently. So you notice so far I have not said that this was one of the things I was looking for. So you can see how successful I've been so far. And I had to pay $7 over because I brought in, like, I don't remember what it was, but I brought in a few things to exchange for, and I kept my orders separate for my food and for this. I just like to keep it separate that way so I can see how much I'm spending on groceries. I got 2 more of these. Excuse me. I bought one last week and started using it yesterday. Oh, that feels good. It's nice and cool. Oh, that's nice and cool. I don't know how many people have handled this, and I hope their hands were clean, but it feels really nice on my cheeks. I'm going to go home and take a shower anyway, so. But I hated the smell. It wasn't my wonderful favorite old smell of this. And so I had to open this at the store and make sure that it is the right smell. Yeah, this one smells better. But the one I got that I opened yesterday, it smells like the smell that whatever the Lysol or disinfectant spray we would use when we were little to clean our hamster cages. Ugh. I don't think I've been looking in the right spot this whole video. I think I've been looking this way. I don't know what I've been doing. I'm so sorry, guys. But something about that smell of the other detergent, it smells really clean. I like the smell of clean, but it doesn't have a sweet smell and a fresh smell as much as it just has a chemical smell. So I'm like, oh, let's get rid of that. I'll probably still use it up. I might use it on my rags, like my cleaning linens or something like that, but I'm not going to use it on our clothes because I don't want our clothes to smell like the memory of having to clean out those hamster cages when we were little. I remember getting stung by a hornet and all kinds of stuff. Like, we had a compost pile and we'd put their shavings and their droppings and old pieces of hamster food and hair and all that. We would put it, we would put it right on the the compost pile. And one time, besides the fact that it was so gross, like, just hamster droppings and stuff, I got stung 2 or 3 times in my shoulder. And I screamed and started running. Tears poured down. I just dropped the cage or whatever. Maybe I still had the hamster cage in my hand. I don't think it was a glass tank or anything. I don't remember what it was. But the house was probably 1,200 feet away or something. Maybe a little bit more from this pile. And I felt that pain and I started like screaming, tears pouring down, couldn't see, running blind towards the house, in the direction of the house, tripping and stumbling the whole way. And meanwhile, I'm trying to get this hornet or wasp off me. And like I killed it and it was stuck in my hair. Oh, I remember bad memories of cleaning the hamster cage. And I definitely, something about that laundry detergent, I don't know if it's a bad batch or if they're trying to change their recipe, but it was so effective to me, or, you know, like it was so triggering yesterday. I was like, I really should call them up and say, please stop whatever you've done to that recipe, because I love this laundry soap. There's 64 ounces in here. There's 64 ounces. It lasts me quite a while, and it smells so good and fresh, but I don't know what they did. Anyway, it doesn't smell gross. It just brings back some memories. This is a repurchase. I love this. I think I just emptied the one that I bought a couple months ago. 32 ounces in here. That's a very good deal. And I buy the white one because it doesn't have any artificial colors. So I don't want artificial colors on my hands if I can help it. I got this one for the dishes. We don't have a dishwasher. But if this is safe enough to use on baby ducks and stuff that have been affected by oil spills, then I think it's safe enough for our hands and for our dishes while we're doing the dishes by hand. Anything else? Yes, I have one more bag. So, I know that we're going to get ants this year. I sweep the floor every day, several times a day. I vacuum the floor after sweeping it. I'm not obsessive compulsive, but I just don't like crumbs. I don't like crumbs and junk on my feet. I like to be barefoot a lot in the summer, and I like to wear socks a lot, and I like to clean the floor. But we will get trails of ants, and we'll get different kinds of ants. I'm really hoping that this will do the job. My task is to find a place to put these little baits where it won't affect where the cats are going to go. Because the cats go in, like they go under the sink. So if I put it under the sink, they're going to be able to get into this. So I might have to stick it in a drawer. Hopefully it attracts the ants. So they'll go to the drawer. And then they'll carry it back to their hive or whatever, and it will kill the queen. I think that's what's supposed to happen. Hopefully it works. Is there an expiration date on this? I'm not seeing one. Wow, I must really like you guys, because to let you see me how I look with no makeup, no hair, no nothing, like no done hair. I bought 2 of these, what is it called? Microfiber soft cloths. I'm going to make 2 more pocket pillows. I like the Valentine's heart idea for the pocket, but now that Valentine's is coming to an end today, basically, I mean, of course, hopefully we can keep on celebrating it a little bit this month. I want to use these for the pockets, so what I'm going to do is I'll probably hem it down and then hot glue it on. So blue, but my boys like blue. They don't like red they like red. They don't like pink and purple. And the hearts I used on the pocket pillows were pink and red. So anyway, I got 2 of those so I can make 2 more. I got this scooper for our bird seed. We have 3 parakeets, and my boys have just been pouring the seeds into the feeders, and then a whole bunch of the seeds get dropped and wasted. So I wanted to try to handle that better with that. A repurchase of the multi gummies and a repurchase of the biotin gummies. I'm not sure if I got these shears when I got all the other shears the other day, so I just picked these up just in case. If I already have some and don't need those, I can take them back and exchange them. Go check out Ashley Gray on YouTube. She does hauls, and she's super cute. I like to call her my friend, even though we're not like in real life friends, but She's my friend on YouTube. Anyway, she hauled a couple of these. She hauled the one, they're the stretchy hairbands. She hauled the one that says Slay and the one that says Warrior. And this was the one that I hadn't seen, but I wanted this. And now that I'm looking at it, I wish I had checked first these threads, but I think it's going to be okay. I'll just snip those off. As I'm pulling it, nothing's getting loose. Nothing is puckering up. So hopefully the seam is solid, and hopefully I can just clip those off. So I'm hoping, I don't know. I don't even know how to use these, but I'm going to use it when I exercise. She also hauled some of these Color Sense felt tip pens. I don't know which ones she hauled. I didn't see the colors. There were 3 different containers, I believe. 3 different... Yep. These are the 3 different ones. I don't know which ones she got. But it says here that there is... these pens include essential oils that help promote calmness, relaxation, alertness, and focus. And boy, do I need all of those things. I need to be calm in my life. My life is almost in constant turmoil. I don't know how to relax because, well, when I do relax, I feel guilty because I always feel like I should be doing something else. I should be like being productive. I should be making my life move forward. I'm a single mom. I need to hustle. So I need to be able to learn how to relax and feel okay about relaxing and not... See, I'm looking here. I'm not even looking at you guys. I'm so sorry. It's going to be okay. Alertness. I think I'm pretty alert. And focus. When my kids are talking to me, I want to be all about them. I want to zero in on them. I don't want my mind on anything else. And so when they come home after a long day of working hard at school, I want to be all about them. And I don't want them to have for 1 second any doubt that mama was listening. And also, I want the focus and alertness and all that for... to be able to get my tasks done while they're gone so that I can be mom when they get home. Because that's important to me. This haul is getting really long, so sorry. I'm going to try something. We already have printed out some device contracts, like responsible use and safety of devices that are wired to the internet and etc. Screen time, basically, technology. I really loved my childhood. We didn't have addictions to technology. We didn't have screens to be staring at. We didn't have devices in our hands. We played with toys. We played paper dolls. We played Barbies. We played My Little Ponies. We played Little People, like the old Fisher-Price Little People. And Lincoln Logs and Legos. We played outside. We played with sticks. We played with... we raked up the leaves and pine needles into... walls and forts, and we made Star Trek Enterprises and the communicators and tricorders and all that, and we had a transporter room made out of pine needles and raked up things, and our beds were made of pine needles, and we just played outside all the time. Anyway, my boys love technology. They don't know what it's like to grow up outside and to grow up playing with toys rather than screens. I've been trying. Boy, have I been trying. And for 7-ish, I'm really frustrated about it. It's tender to me, and I'm bitter about it. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I'm sad. I'm disappointed. For 7 years, their dad did not live by us. And so he would come to the state and from out of state. He would come visit 1 to 3 times a year for 7 years. And from the time they were really little, they were babysat during their visit time with him and his family. They were babysat by the computer a lot. They were allowed to play computer games with a mouse. And then he bought them a Wii, and they played that nonstop. And then they came home, and they were just so focused on the computer and so focused on the Wii. And then I had to be the bad guy. And I said, no, not for the next week. Not for 2 weeks. We need to detox from this. Anyway, so it's carried into, now they're 11 and 13 years old, my boys. And when they go away for the weekend or for holidays, They play lots and 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 lots of computer games. Anyway, so I printed out some contracts. We're all going to sign them. We're going to review them every month or as needed. And I'm just hoping to bring in a feeling to them of that there's more to life than staring at a screen and playing games. There's more to life than getting your inventory and leveling up and getting all the gold and killing the guys and all that. So I bought these tickets, and they're each going to get a certain allotment every week, and the tickets are going to represent like 15-minute increments of time that they can be on their technology, on their screens. And what's going to happen is they're going to start out with these tickets in a jar or a box where they can see how many they have, and then based on how they behave, like their respect level, if they're using their manners, if they're getting along. I don't need them to be perfect boys. Like if they wrestle or whatever, or if they're mad at each other, I'm okay with that sometimes, but I don't want tons of contention. I don't want hateful words. I don't want, like bullying between brothers. I don't want any of that. So based on their behavior, they may need to give up or watch me take out some of the tickets. So I'm going to have to figure out how much I want them to, if in a golden week, how much I want them to be able to play on the computer or their Kindles. And best case scenario, they don't lose any tickets. How much will they actually be on those devices? But if they lose a lot of them, like I want them to lose enough to where they're like, oh, I can see my tickets are diminishing. I can see that means I'm not going to get screen time this week. I better shape up. I better watch my mouth. I better watch my attitudes, that kind of thing. Whew, okay. That was heavy. I apologize. My last item is for Easter, and I thought it was cute. And until now, I've not bought anything with glitter on it from the Dollar Tree except stickers. But this, I had to get this sign. I might or might not want to take this out and just use this. I really think the art on this is cute. As I'm sitting here, I can see the glitter is falling off. Is there anything I can do to keep the glitter from falling off? Like, should I put Mod Podge over it? Anyway, it's got the little ribbon that it can hang from. And I don't really want this outside on our door because who knows if some neighbor is going to come and steal it or if some kids are going to mess with it. I don't know. But anyway, I just really thought it was sweet, and so I bought that. There were quite a few Easter and St. Patrick's Day signs, but I don't know. That one just kind of stood out to me. So now I'm going to open up this lemon cookie, and I'm going to taste one and to let you guys know what I think of it. By the way, I'm not a person who wears my bangs back, so this is phenomenal that I'm letting myself be seen in a public forum without my bangs. And without makeup and with like smear running whatever makeup that I forgot to wash off because we stayed up really late working on a science project last night. So it looks like there are only, 9 cookies in here. That's sad. But they're a little bigger, so I'm going to taste some. I think some milk would probably be really good with this. It smells like lemon. It smells like shortbread and lemon. That's what it is. I think my son's going to love these. He loves lemon. It's good. It's not very sweet. I think something's missing in this recipe. I think it'd be good with milk. It might be good with lemon yogurt. Like dip them in the yogurt. I used to like to dip animal cookies in yogurt. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching and listening to me. And I don't know, I kind of got inspired to share a little personal thing because I watched this other YouTuber. His name is Dillon H. His name is spelled Dillon. He's just a sweetie. And he talks about what's going on in his life, and he updates us every video. He does Dollar Tree hauls also, and he's just a sweetie, and I really appreciate that he can be so real and raw, and I don't know. Like, I know you should be careful what you put online and stuff, but I have nothing to hide. So, go check out Ashley Gray. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Go check out Ashley Gray and go check out Dillon H. If you like Dollar Tree hauls. And if you like this one, please leave me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate knowing. And would love any comments that you have to share. And also, if you can relate to anything that I shared about other stuff, you know what I mean. And also, if I can cover up glitter on that sign, let me know. I'd appreciate any feedback I can get. So thank you guys. Thanks for spending this time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.